Yo, 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 what up, what up? Good morning, GM. Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-hosts in the house, Tyler, Mando. Good morning, lads. How you guys doing today?
Great, dude. Fantastic. Sorry about that.
The shirt stays on. The shirt stays on. Look at that. Tyler, dude, look at this. Mando's got a shirt on. Tyler's got a Bulls hat on. Sheesh, it's almost that we're so back. Tyler, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm wearing the green Bulls hat for a reason. We're back in the green.
I love the hat.
DeepSeek FUD didn't send us to zero. Shockingly, it lasted for 20.
Shocker!
How are the Bulls doing? Are they like just
They're average.
average, right?
Yeah.
What happened to Yannick Noah's son? What's his name? This iconic French tennis man turned singer. His son was on the Bulls. Noah, right? You guys know Yannick Noah?
Joakim Noah? Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Joakim Noah.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. So his father's like a mega legend, bro. Like
Yeah.
turbo French legend. Like big tennis player back in the glory days of tennis. I don't know what I'm saying. And then
This is the current glory days of tennis. Well, we just went through it.
Honestly, you're right. Like we're lucky because like if for the tennis fans out there, like we actually just went through like some fucking crazy glory days between Alcaraz and even before Djokovic, Federer, and Nadal and all these players, Andy Murray. Anyways, we were talking about tennis with Logan the other day. That's why I have that in my head. But anyways, yeah, the Bulls. Dude, you guys won yesterday. Look at that. How are the Bulls doing? Bulls NBA standings.
Yeah,
It says average. They look average to poor, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they're 10th. Fuck, out of 15. That is proper average. So that is a good read here, Tyler.
this is the hell to be in. It's like you're not at the bottom, so you never get the best players in the draft.
Yeah.
But you can't. You can maybe sneak into the playoffs, but it's like, what's the point?
It's the worst place because you're not gonna make the playoff, but you're also not gonna get a good draft spot. So you're like, fuck.
Six-figure hell right there.
Six-figure. That is literally. That is literally the definition of six-figure hell. Where the Bulls are right now. Kind of like my Habs were for the last few years. Except that we were stuck in five-figure hell and we kept drafting good. So hopefully we'll make the playoffs this year. We'll see that. We're in a good spot. Inshallah. Anyways, today on the show, actually, you know what? Speaking of Bulls, Scotty Pippen, guys. I gotta say, like, Scotty Pippen is becoming the biggest bull on the timeline. Like,
he's the only Bull left.
The only bull left on the timeline is Scotty Pippen. Are you following this man though?
No.
Dude.
I mean, he occasionally comes on my feed when it like gets mad engagement, but I don't generally have him on.
Brother, this guy is non-stop bull posting like a madman. Yeah, dude. He's literally the biggest bull. Like he's always bull posting. Look at this. He's only tweeting about
met Satoshi, right? So
yeah, he met Satoshi. And he goes, he's always tweeting about crypto. He's retweeting CZ, as a student in this new world of AI, crypto, and tech. It's exciting to see innovations like DeepSeek come to life. Even cooler, building on AI like Grok. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Come on, dude. He
already did a token, right?
He did like 7 tokens at this stage.
Yeah.
I don't even between NFTs and tokens, right? But listen, he's active. He's still promoting his stuff and he's bull posting. So you absolutely love to look. He's talking about Eliza OS, about Python. So, and he's still promoting his ball token, so respect. He's still going at it. Yeah, we gotta should we get Scotty Pippen on the show?
Yes, 100%.
Come on, for Tyler, come on, community. So he almost spat his Coca-Cola right there. Anyways, dude, Scotty Pippen is a Michael Jordan is CT, bro. Dude, he used to listen to the
me.
show.
No.
Pardon?
No, he doesn't follow me. I thought you might. Yeah, like how like some of these guys follow everyone.
Yeah, follows me.
Does
he
he
follow you, Tyler? Yeah, damn right he does. Come on,
checking
dude.
that now.
I interviewed the president. You remember?
God, you're gonna be milking that for fucking decades.
He only follows 197 people. Wow.
There you go. You know what I mean? Anyways, today on the show. Oh my god, what, dude? We should literally, and he gives away a Bulls. Yeah, dude. Let's make something happen. Fuck it, dude. I don't care. You know, we can ask him about all the projects he launched and stuff. Yeah, as long as we ask him about this stuff, I think he should be able to come on the show. Fuck, he's Scotty Pippen after all. Okay, and we got a Chicago Bull co-hosting the show. We got to make it happen. Anyways, today on the show, market report looks like we're bouncing. Love to see that. Too much bear gloating on the timeline. You know where they're calling for $70,000 Bitcoin. You're supposed to go long. We got Tyler's top 1,000. I have a feeling you have a lot to talk about today because we got a Coinbase listing. We got so much going on. We got abstract launch. We got lots going on the timeline. No, Scotty Pippen is not a bigger bull than me. That is for sure. I am the biggest bull on the timeline. And then last but not least, no, we have Basement Ron coming on today. Hold on, Basement Ron. So we planned this like 2 weeks ago. People on the timeline on the show were like, "Yo, get him on, get him on." Like, fuck it, we'll get him on. And then yesterday, he gets hacked, or phished or social engineered, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, like something, obviously all this stuff happened to him yesterday, and we checked in. He's still coming in today, so we'll have him on the show today. Shout out to Basement Run. He'll be on in about 30 minutes. And then last but not least, Robit Loot Box Spin, and this show is powered by, who's it powered by? You already know. Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, NBA. Speaking of Scottie Pippen, shaping together the future of engagement, but also Fairside. Every day we see people's wallets get drained. Fairside is about to launch a fair alternative to insurance for crypto scams. Check out Fairside Network on X. If you get drained, you won't be wrecked. Mando!
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
Yeah, GM everyone. So we had a bit of a day yesterday. I think by the time the show went live, we kind of were recovering, right? Bitcoin was back above 100K. And then it was dancing around 100K for a while. And then towards the end of the day, decided that this wasn't going to be that bearish. Bitcoin dominance has been kind of hanging out around 60%. Bitcoin and the majors have definitely been performing better than alts. But ETH and Solana both had a decent 4 to 5% bounce from where they were yesterday. In terms of macro today, we've had a little bit of a bounce in tech stocks, but doesn't seem like anything like crazy. NVIDIA is up 1% today. So there is definitely some ongoing effects, I would say, of what people think this could mean for the chip market, the general capex spend of LLMs. Interestingly, like some of the other Magnificent Seven stocks were high yesterday, and there's been some talk about the idea that some of these guys were overspending on some of this AI stuff, and that maybe allows them to spend a lot less on this. So the main fallout was really against NVIDIA, and you know the market's just painting a bullish picture again for everything else. So a little bit of a rebound in macro there. Still feels like NVIDIA is the one to watch. The commentators from the broader AI community have all basically come out and said, look, this looks pretty real. It's a wake-up call. We need to do better. And I think that will probably drive, in my opinion, even more investment into this. Like if this is going to be some sort of war between China and the US, I can only imagine they're just going to keep on spending until they get to capacity each time. So yeah, this does feel like just at the moment it's being seen as a bad impact on NVIDIA and NVIDIA chips. For our bags, what I think happened again really is that Trump rallied. Trump was relatively strong yesterday, and then Trump was back above. Yeah, Trump went back towards 30 today. It wasn't lower yesterday. It was actually higher on the day yesterday, and then it's higher again today. And I think when Trump rallies, the rest of the market just can't rally.
That's so funny.
It's like AI coins were looking good for a minute there, and then they've kind of just dumped again today. In fact, a lot of stuff has again today, in broader memes as well. Like if you thought you were going to get a respite in meme tokens or AI tokens on Solana today, you didn't. They've kind of just headed lower again. Yeah. Now we did have a pretty big launch in VVV, this token by Eric Voorhees, which I'm sure Tyler's going to talk about. But without that, it would have looked a lot worse out there for AI agents, particularly today. AI 16Z is kind of back below where it was yesterday, even with Bitcoin 103K. Same for AIXBT, ARC. Like these are all touching upon the lows that they were hitting yesterday. Even Farokh back down to
I saw that.
Right, like it had a bit of a jump yesterday and looked like it could reverse, and that's kept going. So, and I don't know what that is, other than people are aware that new launches seem to be running way better than current coins, and that there's probably a lot more to come. And then, as we just saw with VVV, and then the second thing I would say is that Trump always just takes a huge amount of attention and volume and focus, I think, from the trenches. So that's generally been it. Like my sort of buyback plays have generally done better today. It's like Jupiter, Ray, Height, all coins which are more like they'll buy it back based on volume going through. That they're all kind of outperforming in the altcoin space, but there's not a lot of winners out there right now. Looking down the list, it's really just Bitcoin, Solana, ETH, which have kind of bounced back, and the small subset of gaming meme coins as MLG kind of goes up towards 150. So yeah, I think a lot of people probably wishing they own Bitcoin today.
Yeah, or JLP. Sponsored. No, I'm just kidding. This is definitely not sponsored.
Yeah. Come on,
if anything, we're paying to talk about it. If anything, we're definitely the ones paying. But seriously, like this has been such a comfortable token I have, dude. Seriously, like I'm now feeling it for the first time, Mando. I'm feeling the JLP comfort in my bags. I felt it because this is like the first time there was a bigger dip since I actually owned the thing, right? Went from a 270 to 260 to 229 on Sol. Bitcoin went sub 100. Ethereum nearly went sub 3,000. And JLP went from like 4.8 or 4.9 top to like 4.65. And now back to 4.7 something, which is where I bought it.
Like I think that it's barely moved. Like I think the high was about 4.9 when Bitcoin hit all-time high.
That was like, you can't catch that. You know, it's one of those highs that you can't really buy. So, and it's not bad. Like even my second buy is like 4.8-ish, Mando. And I'm like, okay, well, it's down a penny. Like,
there's a good tweet I retweeted today, which shows Hyperliquid, right? So if you go to my profile, maybe.
I see. I see it. Let's see it 1 second. Let me share my. Okay, I hate Mozilla. I gotta fix this thing. All right, here. This one?
As you may have already guessed by this stage, not a lot of perp traders make money over the long term,
really?
Or at least the average one does not. Even the best ones blow up. This basically just shows that despite Bitcoin going higher, right? This is from looking back on the dates, right? From November, right? You see 2211 on that chart. Like from November, and maybe even before that, Bitcoin doubled.
Yeah.
And Hyperliquid made about $20-30 million. So this says a lot about perp trading out there.
Wait, that means perp traders are down 62 mil total?
Yeah. Despite Bitcoin in that time frame doing
perp traders are these people suck, dude.
Or bad.
Only Tyler has a positive fucking PNL.
Oh, I was until I longed Sol at 269 last week.
Precisely. It's a great story until it's not.
That's why I stopped.
JLP
dude.
is right. JLP is that it's another version of this. So how Hyperliquid works is it's actually its own token. There's no backing, but they just buy the hype token with these profits, similar to how Ray does it. How JLP works is it's a basket of the actual liquidity. So Sol, ETH and Mages, and you get that on top. So I am bullish on perp traders losing money over the medium term, and that's why you should be bullish on GLP.
And on hype, and pull up the hype chart. Like let's do.
Yes, sir. Let's pull it up.
Like
Absolutely.
you don't talk about hype a ton on the show.
With pleasure.
I mean, it's
These are great coins.
Consolidating in this channel between 20 and 25 now.
Yeah, dude.
After that kind of blow off run, I feel like whenever this starts to move back up, it feels like it's going to explode. They've got a full ecosystem that they're just in like the dawn of building out.
Yeah, good coin. Good coin.
Doing the buybacks, they're earning the fees. They're hitting new all-time highs. So
what's our favorite coins now? Like it sounds like from the sounds of you guys in the show and how we're positioned, it's really like BTC, Sol, Jupe, JLP, Hype, Ray. Like these players on buybacks, on more safer bets. That while the meme casinos kind of.
That's exactly. I mean, I was very vocal about that the day after Melania, right? That suddenly it felt like the game had changed, and people were if it wasn't PvP before, it felt PvP afterwards, after Trump and Melania, let's say.
Yeah.
And
how's the spread going? I saw Tyler. I saw your post, Tyler.
That's the expert. Where's Ovi?
This must be the worst meme coin ever. Like I don't
agree.
think there's going to be a worse meme coin. Who owns this?
But who did this? I want to know who did this, not who owns this. How's no one dug into this? Like, there's all these people, like, the second I sell, like, $1,000 worth of a coin sleuthing. Motherfuckers, this coin ruined it for us.
Ruined all of our lives.
300,000 holders. Like,
bag holders.
This coin is going lower, people. All right? There's no doubt in my mind.
It's going to go so low. 294,000. Actually, it's bleeding holders. It's lost 72.9 thousand holders in 7 days.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's the only thing I can really be certain of at this stage. I don't know where we are on the cycle, but the only thing I can be certain of at this stage is that we're going to keep on getting tokens like this, and the casino is going to continue.
Yeah.
That's why I think people own Hype as well. Like Hype is Hype is another version of JLP.
Picks and shovels.
If you're looking to make money off perp traders, you buy Hype or JLP. If you're looking to make money off spot traders, you buy Jupiter or Ray.
I think the best thing is make money on perp traders because they're just such bad traders, honestly.
But the really good thing about perp trading, and actually it's not that good, but like on the really bad days, everyone gets liquidated. Right?
But it looks like this is the story of the cycle. Like it's going to be.
Yeah, right. So Hyperliquid yesterday barely moved, as JLP, because like everyone's been liquidated, so they have all these fees coming into the protocol. So to be fair, Hyperliquid always looks best on days on this sort of a period, right, where everything's down or sideways and everyone's getting smoked. The same with all these sort of coins. These are coins to own during a chop, basically. So maybe that is what I'm implicitly saying here, is that it looks more likely that we could get a chop here for a period. And if we do think we're going to get, you don't think Bitcoin's going to 70K, but you do think Bitcoin could just like chop here for a while.
We said it. We said it on the show first, and everybody picked up on it. 6 months, boys. 6 months to chop.
Yeah. Then there are certain coins that you'd want to own in that period, and Hype is one of them. JLP is another. Ray is another, and Jupiter now, although we don't know their fees, would probably be another.
Okay.
That is, I'll just say that is a scenario where Bitcoin ranges 95 to 108 for another month or two, and the only coins that run are the new runners of the day, which are basically unviable because they get to 20, 50 million, whatever, like the second they launch. Like that will be max paid for Twitter.
Yeah.
That world.
Dude, honestly, did you guys see that tweet? Like the world if Melania never dropped a coin, it's like that meme. I just like,
oh my goodness.
Dude, like I love the Trump admin, all that good stuff. We're always like USA, let's fuck them up. Like like Bitcoin to $1 million, and then this happens.
Here's the thing: like, we need adversity in our lives. We don't want the easy path. Like that was the easy.
I know. I love your approach, Tyler. Tyler's in the chat telling everyone, like, and I like that. He's like, guys, it was too easy. You know, we needed this curveball. We needed Melania to come in and just wreck us to make it harder. He's right. Crypto has to be hard mode for us to win. Speaking of Tyler, let's see what you got for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO HOUR, 'cause the kids can't miss.
Yeah, folks, it looks like the DeepSeek dip is already over. Crypto majors rebounding swiftly, very green here, led by XRP and Solana. In headlines, we've got the KuCoin co-founders. They've stepped down after pleading guilty to operating an unlicensed money transmitter and paying a $300 million settlement. We had fintech company SoFi say it will aggressively return to crypto under Trump and the new SEC, just the latest bank / fintech to make that kind of announcement. The Trump family, WLF, they keep buying ETH, folks. $10 million a day, it seems, and now up to $182 million worth of ETH. So they're buying Metaplanet, the Japanese MicroStrategy. They're raising $745 million to buy more Bitcoin.
Wow.
So more companies are doing that. And then it looks like this Tuttle Capital applied for a Chainlink, Cardano, and Polkadot ETF. So all the tokens are getting ETFs. In protocol and abstract news, in airdrop news, I went there. Freudian slip. Abstract debuted its mainnet yesterday, launching its new XP system, dozens of apps, streaming, meme coin trading, and more. We saw OpenSea debut its V2 beta for holders of Gym Assist and seemingly select members from their waitlist. We had this protocol Symbiotic share a cryptic post on X alluding to a potential airdrop coming today. So watch out for that if you're in that ecosystem. And then Boyco, the liquidity protocol for Bearchain, that opened briefly this morning, but it looks like it crashed after some big demand. In AI, we kind of talked about this. Total market cap briefly was up, though that was largely aided by the addition of the VVV token. That VVV launched, ran to $22 at peak, got 2.2 billion FDV.
Wow.
Now closer to 13. This is a token tied to Eric Voorhees' business platform for private uncensored AI. And guess what? It got listed on Coinbase day one. You don't see that too often these days.
We don't.
We also saw this Truth Chain project launch. It hit $14 million at peak. That's tied to a decentralized fact checker for LLMs. And then DeepSeek, they actually did have an announcement yesterday. They released a new model that does image generation, similar to DALL-E, though there was some growing speculation that perhaps they have more CPU power than disclosed. And then shout out to Rec Guy AI. I don't think we talked about this yesterday. Cleared over $25,000 in their first AI-generated one-of-one auction from the agent. So that was pretty incredible to see.
Wow, I can't believe I forgot to talk about my bags.
Yeah, I'm here to remind you.
Thank you.
Memes and NFTs, a couple of headlines here. Meme leaders mostly green on the day. MLG was a big winner. It was up 50%. SPX and Giga were also big rebounders, getting the Myriad memes.
I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to the checking back in on SPX versus MOG here.
But bro, it's $1 billion still.
Maybe we should just let's just cut my update short and let's just pull up the SPX to MOG spread.
Fuck you, dude. All right. You win that one.
I know you sold some Farokh, but what the fuck has happened? Like,
I don't know.
I looked at the chart today and I was like, what? There's like 3 coins on ETH.
I know, but you know what?
I was going to buy some today. I was like, oh,
we've been through that a lot.
I know this is when I only bought a very small amount. Last night it went down to this sort of level on MOG.
This is what you usually buy. That's like sounds like your type of trade. Like
well,
you usually...
I remember I bought some at like 0.9 and then I was speaking to Wintermute. He said they had more supply, and I was like, oh, I don't want to buy any more now. And then it's like Giga sent after that. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it was this pump, I think.
Maybe I should speak to Wintermute again. Get some coins.
Let us know, please. Wintermute. Also, tell them if they don't mind, just like giving all the fart coin to Coinbase or returning it to Andy's wallet or something. Would be great.
Not looking good, man, on the AI stuff.
Yeah, not great. We'll talk about that. Yeah, I mean, listen, Tyler, you can win this small battle, but don't worry, MOG will win the war.
I'm not looking to dunk or victory.
No, I'm playing with you. I know
MOG, like this has got to be the time to buy, right? Like,
that's what I was like. I was like, I mean, sure, it seems at 450 million.
It's hard for me to imagine that trade is over. I guess
the good thing about MOG is the big guys are not selling here, like the main dudes. What?
I don't even know if you're joking.
Bro, Pippen's not selling at
I don't
445
know.
million.
I have no idea, but it's always that's
No,
always.
I'm saying it. Like I'm just saying, like these guys like are proper like.
I don't know about K-Man. I'm not trying to call out anyone else, but like, there's always somebody. I mean, a
Of
token
course, I
doesn't
mean-
do that.
Well, yeah, I mean it's red, so obviously there's sell pressure. Yes, you're right. But no, listen. Also like, Ethereum is just really trading like fucking trash.
Well,
Right?
it is. What really surprised me is that if I was to pick ETH memes, there's only really Pepe.
Pepe wrecked Mog, right?
Yeah, well, Rect is in the like, let's say the sub 100, but like the ones that are like, well, SBX, Mog, and Pepe.
Right.
Pepe, to be fair, is down a decent amount. But,
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday.
But Mog was the one I was like, you know, MLG's at 150, and Mog's at 450. I feel like they're not dissimilar crowds, right? Like,
Wait, you mean like banks and like
well,
that?
like Zuma, kind of like, you know, more West Coast based, like a lot of similar holders, I think. And I looked at that and I was like, wow, like that's Mog has been around for a long time and is on ETH, and there's only like 3 ETH memes that anyone ever buys.
Yeah. Listen, I really don't know here. I just know that from my experience holding Mog since like day 0, it's usually like when it's down so bad, it bounces out of nowhere.
Right.
Like it's like, you know, because you were there. But
Yeah, because
you
I
know.
tried to, at these exact times, I've been like, oh, I'll buy a little bit. I should have bought way more, and then just like quadruples.
It tends to do this weird thing, dude. Like it's weird. And then you're like, fuck. Anyways, Tyler, what else you got for us today? Should we talk about VVV? Like, do you have the TLDR, all this stuff, the play-by-play, what happened yesterday on VVV, Tyler?
Yeah, I can explain what it is. So this Venice token, or VVV, is tied to Venice. It's the access key for AI agents and developers to consume private, uncensored inference through their API. Their mission is provide permissionless access to private and uncensored machine intelligence. This is a protocol that launched their token after they've already had some significant success in the market. So they launched in May 2024, 400,000 users, 50,000 daily active, 15,000 inference requests per hour. And now with the launch, they're opening it up to the public for AI agents and devs to start connecting, and paired it with their Venice token. You had Jesse Pollock do, basically a public campaign yesterday. He tweeted a few times. He said how VVV is how agents will access inference and compute on chain, which was a pretty big endorsement there. I think the team also gained a lot of support from the community by airdropping to over 250,000 people. Basically, anyone who held virtuals or some of the virtuals tokens on base within the snapshot window, and I think that took place in late December, they received some of these tokens. Like several of my trading friends, got 30, 50, 100 tokens in this airdrop. Shout out to Zeneca. Zeneca got like 9,000. So
wow,
airdrop.
God damn.
For those who are deep in the virtuals ecosystem. I don't know if I mentioned it. This is from Eric Voorhees, a pretty big personality.
Yeah, he's super legit. Like really, really big Bitcoiner, right?
And the token this just gave us a taste. Like we have so many of these AI tokens are just tied to like unknown teams, unknown products. It's a little unclear who's really behind it. And then when you have something from a big established name, like we just see what the demand for this is. And like it was a very hard trade to make. It went like it opened up, it was $1 and then it was $15 in an hour and a half. So like unless you were super early, you did not get in on the ground floor of this. And then we got news Coinbase was going to list it. Coinbase, that announcement shot to 22. Then the listing actually did go live later in the evening. It rebounded to about 20 or so on the Coinbase listing, but it has since been selling off, kind of settling in around 13, which is still 1.3 billion. FTV, $300 million market cap. So
wow,
the big launch we've seen in AI ever.
Yeah,
easily. Right. This is some impressive stuff. I mean, good for them. I'm curious.
Is it an AI agent? I don't really know why I got put in the AI. It's not.
It's not an AI agent. Yeah, I'm getting a little confused by the cookie.fun like
Yeah, they
picks
shouldn't have
here.
included it really. I don't think, at least.
Well, even
I
like
think,
just second you have an agent that adds a whole valuation of the token,
yeah,
like Toshi did, or even Rect for its worth. But I don't know.
Cookie just needs to change their nomenclature. Like they're basically including all the 2024, 2025 era AI launches, but they're just not including Tau and the prior class of AI infra.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good for. I mean, did you guys get an airdrop? You guys were big in these coins for a while.
the only time I've ever owned one of these coins is AIXPT, and I owned it on Binance.
And I own mine in Solana, so I missed out.
No, wait, I owned it on ETH.
So you should
For a
check.
brief-
You might have gotten some.
Yeah,
I know, but it's from my ledger. I don't want to like sign VVV for my ledger, or should I?
Yeah,
I wish you could delegate that shit. Can you delegate? Can someone in the comments confirm with me if you can use delegate wallet on VVV? It'll be awesome. You do me a favor, a solid one here. I owned quite a bit for a second. I had 600,000 coins until the Trump thing happened, and I just like
Yeah, you might have been in for the snapshot actually. So
wait, the snapshot was before 31st, right?
I think so. It was December. Yeah. Did you have it in December? Because you made that was a later trade for you.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It was the week of Trump. So no, the week of my Trump trade.
Still worth looking.
Yeah, I'll have a little peep, see if I have an airdrop. All right. And in other news, I see Basement Ron in the studio. We'll get to you in a second here. For everyone, keep retweeting the code today for rafflebot.xyz. Today's giveaway. You'll either win a Red Guy or a CryptoPunk. Is Ron. RON is the code today. Rafflebot.xyz. Rafflebot.xyz. I'll let y'all guess how to spell that. The code is Ron. We'll get to Ron in 3 more minutes, but quickly, Tyler, we got to talk about the abstract launch, I feel.
Yeah. Abstract is officially live.
We're streaming on there now.
Chance to get in and dig in. I think my initial reactions, I don't know if I'm biased because I've got a Pudgy Pippen PFP and I own the Pingu token, but I think this is the cleanest L2 landing page that I've ever really seen in crypto. You've got your wallet right up there, top left. The discoverability is incredibly high. They have searched all of their leading apps, so you can very quickly see what there is to do on the chain.
Yeah,
the trading interface is clean. Streaming is right there. I haven't had a chance to stream or really dig in yet. That is definitely on my list for this week.
You're streaming on there now.
Oh, that's right. Awesome.
You are. Yeah. You are literally streaming right now on Abstract. So this is us. I'm not going to play it because it's going to actually here. I'll play. Here, you're streaming on there now. This is us live, and people are tipping as we speak.
Wow.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Not bad.
Oh, look at that.
And then also you can you go Myriad. So we're streaming under the Myriad category. And people can click and go on Myriad directly. It's pretty cool, right?
It's incredible.
Which is now on Abstract, by the way, with a bunch of different markets. Tomorrow, let's go through the markets. I'm curious about your calls. They minted me 1 million points, so I may as well just fuck around. I was removed from the leaderboard. Don't worry. So we should play around. But yeah, man, what do you guys think of it? I saw a little thought about it. Obviously, a big sell-off on the Pudgy Penguin side, but obviously also biased because literally building on there. But dude, it's like we're giving people so much shit and hard time for trying, I feel, in the space.
I think there were some day one issues. I think some things didn't work. I mean, it's just day one stuff. Like you have to expect that. I think some folks, I don't know if I think expectations were super high for like high quality NFTs, high quality meme coins to launch. Like that's just not like how this all works. I think it's likely going to take some time for TVL to build.
Yeah.
On Abstract because of how they did the farming incentives. There wasn't a whole lot of incentives for folks to just start piling in millions on day one, like Black.
And if Luca wanted to do that, he could have, dude.
Exactly.
He knows everyone. Like he could have called motherfuckers to say, "Yo, lock your TVL in there. I'll make a backdoor deal with you," and he didn't. You know what I mean?
And what happened on Blast? The mercenary farmers came in.
Yeah.
Their capital there. They took the tokens and then they all took their capital out.
Yeah.
So like, what's the point in doing that?
Yeah, I think Rect is doing something on Abstract too. I saw you guys on the.
There'll be a few things for them. I don't really know what has caused the FUD. I guess the concept would be that some of the apps, there's not a lot on there maybe right now. But like at the same time, I'm purely doing this I just logged in and took a look around. I think it's less Web3 by design, right? They've done an email style.
It's not meant to cater to our friends in the space.
Right, but I think maybe people didn't know that, but that's like that's like the main selling point of Abstract, that it was meant to be right. You could onboard all of your friends to using apps with their email essentially, and that the wallet would be attached to that. So like, I kind of feel like it's doing what it said. I think we'll see with numbers like how much people end up using it, but I would say that if I was like, oh, do you want to play around with some stuff in crypto? This is quite an easy one that I can just send somebody and be like, yeah, just, get yourself set up on this. The idea of like, when I have to tell people, right, you have to download Phantom, you have to move money from here to there. Like, I've lost a lot of people that way. This feels a lot easier.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of things that are missing, but there's a lot of things that are coming, right? Like, for example, we can't see how many people are viewing our streamer now, but who cares? Like, I know it's going to add, you know what I mean? It's just like Myriad. Like, for us, like, for example, yesterday we had some bugs, like moving on to Abstract and this and that. And Myriad is not a perfect platform, but like, cut us some slack, Like, it's like you're trying to build something sustainable for the long term. And I feel like in the space, like, we tend to expect so much from founders day zero, and then we expect so little from the people who rug us. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, like, people are trying. So,
there's a pretty good comment here which says lack of DeFi and Abstract, though Blast had most dApps finalized. See, this is the main difference between Abstract and Blast. They haven't gone down to Ponzi. Blast. I think people were expecting to go onto there, buy the first meme coin, farm the first DeFi project, buy the first NFT.
Yes,
like, that's not how this has been built. No. It's not been built on Ponzonomics. It's built on a consumer facing app that people can go onto. Yes, there's points programs and you can make money after that, but this is the anti-Blast, I would say, in terms of how it's tried to launch. It's less Web3. Blast was very much like, right, we're trying to do this with like, core Web3 users, all backed by Web3. And the apps that it's backing are more like consumer-facing, trying to get Web2 users in, rather than we're going to create the best Ponzi for everyone to play.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a different ball game. It's just different chains for different people. And this one does not create, let's say, to the art folks. It's not create to the DeFi folks. It's trying to create to outside. And this is why we picked them, right? So it's a different thing. But anyways, check out Myriad.markets. Sign up. Get your Abstract XP, because you can get extra XP for predicting on Myriad, but also points on Myriad markets. And we have some really fun markets live right now. So make sure you sign up. Make sure you're using the platform. We got a lot of great stuff ahead. For what it's worth, we got 2,068 signups in one day yesterday on Myriad because of Abstract.
Nice.
So as a founder in that ecosystem, it was a very successful day for us, and I'm very happy about it. So, we'll see how that develops. Anyways, the moment you've all waited for. Sorry, we're running like 5 minutes behind on this show here. We got the man of the hour, Basement Ron, in the house. Ron, good morning. How you doing today?
I'm doing I'm doing pretty good. I had an unfortunate day yesterday. I'm sure you guys heard. I think it was, but yeah, you know what? I'm here, and it's great to see you guys. Great to meet you, and looking forward to our conversation.
Hell yeah, Ron. It's good to meet you. Listen, sorry about what happened yesterday. We heard about it because we're like, damn, like, is he gonna end up coming or not? So the timing was kind of like a little crazy here. But shout out to you for making it, but also shout out to your community. I heard that your community rallied in a pretty big way.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. Yeah, they've helped replace about half or maybe more now of the UFD tokens that were stolen from me yesterday. So it's like a roller coaster ride. I'm like angry and mad at myself and mad that this happened, but then also at the same time, very grateful and touched and moved by what the community's been doing as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, you gotta love this industry. There's the good, there's the bad, very bad, but there's also the very good. So there's always people that care. I saw Gigi and that crew started showing up for you. Also, shout out to Keith Grossman over at MoonPay, good friend of ours, friend of the show. That stepped up, and I see you're sponsored by them, which I find super cool. So love that.
Without MoonPay, I wouldn't be here, and they were my on ramp. So you go. It's organic, I guess you would say.
There you go, Keith. Yeah. You got the perfect ad spot right now. Oh man, Keith is gonna love that. Don't stop giving Keith so much love, Ron. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I love Keith. Anyways, Ron, like let's start from the beginning, right? Like, so you're I kind of want to know, like, so who's Ron, right? Like, we know you as, like, you were street, like, you also your host, you trade gold, silver, all that
Yeah.
good stuff. All of a sudden, you get into crypto. So, how did this
Yeah.
all start? Like, who is Ron?
Who's Ron? Yeah, so I spent 3 years every day, 7 days a week, working on a gold and silver YouTube focused channel. And I guess about 6 weeks and 1 day ago, after my wife had sent me an article about meme coins, where it pointed out that you could start them relatively easily on pump.fun, I decided to do an experiment. And invested $100, bought my first crypto. I'd never owned a crypto. I mean, I knew what crypto was. I followed the market. So, you know, I knew what meme coins were, but I'd never owned a crypto. So, yeah, 6 weeks ago, I started it. Really, I mean, it was just like an experiment. And, sorry, here, somebody's calling me, apologize. And then it just took off because of the community. I mean, I didn't do any marketing per se. I mean, I did make one short 15-minute a YouTube video the day after I created it, just saying, hey, I created this meme coin. It's unicorn fart dust. Don't buy it. And, you know, the rest is history, including yesterday, my six week anniversary in crypto.
Wow. And so what made you wanna start this thing called unicorn fart dust?
Yeah,
I thought it was a funny name.
Yeah, well, I'd always called crypto unicorn fart dust over the years. I referred to it as, you know, in that and the US dollar. And so that was the, I guess, the inspiration behind the name. There wasn't, there was no strategy behind any of this. It was, you know, I tell people, like, if I could have planned this out, I would have been retired decades ago, right? It was just this experiment that resonated. Now, in hindsight, I can see with a lot of people in the crypto sector, and I think a lot of people that are maybe a little bit older as well, around my age group. But you know, I didn't know that what a rug pull was. I didn't know anything about crypto, really, like about what, I mean, I knew what the cryptos were, but I didn't know anything about the community aspects. I didn't know anything about, like, kind of what went on in the crypto sector. So, you know, it was all a big surprise to me, and a great surprise, because, you know, it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of ups and downs, no doubt about it. But overall, like, the people are incredible. And
Yeah.
didn't realize you guys were having this much fun over here.
Oh, we are having, I mean, I don't know, man. Some days I'm having fun. Some days I'm Googling, you know, tightest rope on Home Depot. I'm just kidding, but, but not since I'm in.
Yeah, you've only done a bull market so far, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron.
The last 6 weeks, Bitcoin's just gone higher.
Yeah. You just wait, Ron. You just wait, okay? But anyways, Tyler, you got a couple questions for Ron here?
Yeah, Ron, you kind of went there, but I heard I listened to your stream from yesterday, and you said you had more fun in the past 6 weeks than the past 6 years. So I'm curious, maybe to elaborate, like, what's been fun about it? Like, what have been, like, some of the bigger surprises for you?
You know, I really, it's the people in the community from the very, like, first day. I mean, Tyler, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, right? Like, I did not know that crypto Twitter existed, and that's really where I exist and where my community seems to be focused. So, like, almost immediately, just like the way that they, I have a bit of a warped sense of humor, and, you know, they would make these AI videos. That was probably one of the first things, where they would have me, you know, dancing around in my basement, my underwear. And, you know, I was like, wow, these people are funny. They're fun, right? You know, just the community aspect of it, and how, look, I lost $1.2 million yesterday to a scammer, right? And that stinks. I'm not going to lie to you, right? I feel like I got punched in the gut, and that's a lot of money to me and my family. But the fact that, like, just what the community can do as a whole, when I was really focused on gold and silver, that was probably my favorite part, was the community aspect. But in this crypto Twitter environment, it's like on double, triple steroids, like the way that the communities interact with each other, the way that they come together on certain things. To me, I guess that's where the value is, and that's where a lot of the fun lies also.
Yeah, it is a fast moving community. It's a passionate community. There's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs.
Yeah,
I can say that as someone who's been in here for 3.5 years or so. Well, I'm curious. It certainly is a big event yesterday.
Yeah.
You probably haven't had a whole lot of time to even process it, but like
no.
any immediate takeaways or lessons or just things that you'd want to share to others?
Yeah, I'm guilty, and I'll raise my hand and say this. I had probably 15 or 20 people over the last 6 weeks, or maybe 10, doesn't really matter. People that I probably would deem, or definitely would deem as being trustworthy, that warned me that I needed to get my tokens off of, I'm not going to name the name, but the hot wallet that I was in into cold storage. And I thought, well, I've got it's only on my phone. I know not to click on anything. Each day went by, and not, I didn't have any problems until I did yesterday. So the biggest thing that I would tell people is just, 99% of the people are awesome. I mean, it's I can't emphasize that enough. I mean, it's like the people, I think, not just in the UFD community, but even in the whole crypto community, of just what I gather, are really awesome. But that 1% can really screw you up, or less than 1%. So, I mean, there's some, my hat's off to these hackers, right? I wish they would put their energy towards good things, because I think they could do a lot of good. But I think the biggest lesson I've learned, not a hard answer for me to question, not a hard question for me to answer today, even with 1 hour sleep, would be careful and protect your tokens.
Yeah, it's an important reminder for everyone out there. And so I've been through this. So I had my hot wallet hacked in summer 2023 and lost about 80% of my liquid crypto portfolio.
Jesus, didn't know that.
And it was a huge gut punch.
Yeah.
I guess like my just call out to everyone, like if you keep significant funds on a hot wallet, like you're going to get hacked. Like like you're going to lose it. So just don't be lazy. Just go order your ledger, whatever you want to use now, and just start setting it up. So
yeah. I will never hold one. I didn't, probably even a week. I mean, I've only been in crypto for 6 weeks. I mean, I now know the difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet, and I will never have anything on a hot wallet again. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Tyler.
No, I loved hearing from you yesterday. I think, folks, when this happened, you're at a fork in the road where you can just pack up shop and quit.
Right.
Or you can dig in deeper and rebound. And it seems like that's the path you've taken. So I am kind of curious. So what are the plans from here? Just kind of continuing on? Like, have you had a chance to start thinking about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorting through this mess, and it'll take some of my time here. But I did a live stream this morning. I promised people that I would go live every single day. Was it easy for me to go live this morning? No. Is this an easy? Some live streams, and I guess I don't know how often you guys go live. Some are easier than others. No, but I believe in my heart in the future of UFD and in the future of that community. And I promised myself and I promised them that I would be there every single day. And really, as much as, like you said, I mean, you've been through this, it feels like I've been just gutted, right? I mean, it's disheartening, but I know, like, deep down inside, I mean, I got to look at what the community did for me, which is inspiring.
Yeah.
I got to look at what the community did over the last 6 weeks, which is inspiring. And I got to look at UFD and look at, nothing changed about UFD. I was just a dummy and got hacked, right? Nothing changed about UFD. There's still only, 999 million tokens, period. And there's people that are buying, and every day that goes by, there are more and more people that are buying that are going to hold on a longer period. And in what the community stands for, I think is really powerful also. So, I think we're a unique community, and I guess I'm kind of a unique founder, developer, with dev, whatever the correct term is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, the plan is, I'm focused on UFD, period. And I tell people that's all I'm focused on. I'm not affiliated with any other projects. I'm not, a lot of things pop up, but that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'll do.
So what's the reception from like your existing audience, right? Because I'm assuming you already had quite an existing audience for your gold and silver trading, and those folks tend to hate crypto.
Yeah.
What was the reaction to all this UFD stuff?
Yeah, it was very mixed. There are some people in the gold and silver community that really, really dislike crypto. There's some people like me that were kind of in the middle. And then there's some that own both and did, so I received kind of a mixed bag response from my gold and silver community when this happened. But, I created this. I kind of birthed it, or whatever the proper term would be. And I felt a responsibility from the very beginning to be there. And, like during the first 24, 36 hours, when I realized what was happening, I was like, wow, this is real. And these are real people that are buying this. And it was, it just felt like, for me, the right thing to do was to stick with it. And then kind of organically from there, it grew into what we're seeing today.
Well, so you have the gold background. I'm curious, thinking about Bitcoin and the obvious comparison, Bitcoin is digital gold.
Yeah.
Are you drinking the Bitcoin Kool-Aid? Like, are you ready to call
Let's go.
Yeah.
I probably would say I'm more open to it now, but I mean, the last 6 weeks have been incredible, but they've also kept me incredibly busy. So, I mean, right now I am really the only crypto that I ever bought in my life, I bought Solana to start it on pump. So I bought Solana and I bought UFD. So, I'm certainly, I would say that my perspective on Bitcoin has changed. Yes.
Good to hear. So
I love that.
Expecting your, Bitcoin digital gold streams.
Yeah. Right.
9 months. This has been incredible program. I don't know if you had any other questions. I definitely want to give Ron a chance to, if he's got any message for the community, or kind of anything. He just wants to
Mando, actually, what do you got?
I just want to inject. I just think this is really refreshing. Like you come here and you've lost, like you said, $1.2 million.
Yeah.
As somebody who experimented in the space 6 weeks ago, and you came in here like we all came in here probably a cycle a bit ago, and it was a lot. People might say that back then it was a bit more community based. There used to be NFT projects which are a bit more, I would say, conducive to communities. But the fact that you've come in, and I think you've had a very great experience, and you're like, even after losing that, you're like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
that's great. That's really, really awesome. It's really refreshing to hear.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I think that I'm, and what UFD is doing is different in some ways from a lot of the other meme coin projects, and is attracting a lot of attention and attracting a lot of people that are maybe around my age group, and maybe some people that felt they got burned by crypto in the past. So, it's important to me to follow through with what I said I would do. And like I said, there's nothing that's changed about UFD. I mean, if I sat on here a week ago and talked about honesty and integrity, part of that is for me to follow through on what I said I would do. And it's not always going to be easy, right? I mean, like anything in life. I'm not going to tear up on you guys here or anything, but the last 24 hours have not been easy. But they've also in some ways been very good, because I actually saw what the community would do, and saw what the community, how they would come together and rally, really on my behalf, right? Really for me. So, I'm not giving up. And I think that there's a lot of people out there who are, who are like around my age group. People talk about the boomers and all the money they have that are watching what's going on. And, I think it's important that the UFD community kind of continue to provide whatever level of example that we can for crypto in general. And because it's a one, look, there's only one UFD. There's only one situation that unfolded like this. It's very unique. It's a gift in a lot of ways. You know, it's been a great learning experience for me, but I think a lot of other people as well. And this idea of honesty and transparency, which I've been completely transparent about everything that I've done. I'm being completely transparent now, right? Like, this is a difficult time for me, but I'm not giving up. And
Nope.
and neither are the people that are behind it. So, you know, I think UFD is here to stay, and you know, the potential, you know, I don't know what the limit is on what it can do.
Well, not only did your community not give up, you got 1,200 new members. I'm looking at the stats right now. So
Yeah.
holders 1,200 in the
Oh,
last
really?
day. And I think it just goes to show that people believe in the community. I think people have been on the sidelines, perhaps waiting. You know,
Dude, the UFD people all over my feed, dude. Like, that's how you ended up here, actually. Like, they were on the comments saying, "Yo, when you guys getting basement raw?" And I'm like, sure, we'll fucking get basement raw on the show. You know, you got the right folks. Also, like, I personally, like, you know, I really like Gigi and the folks that are helping you out.
Yeah.
I know Gigi was showing you a lot of support. I know Gigi's helping you a lot.
Yeah,
I think they're very good people. I think she's very kind-hearted as well. We've done a lot of work with her at Rug Radio, and she was always very professional. So, you know, it's good. And I love to see that.
Yeah. They've Gigi's been a great help. Keith, like you said, from MoonPay, I talked with him yesterday, and you know, hey, it's an expensive lesson to learn. And you know, again, I'll repeat to our audience, please. And so many people have told me, you know, like you did, Tyler, so many people have told me, oh, the same thing happened to me to one degree or another. And so I think it's just an important message for people. Like, these hackers, I guess you would call them, are very good and very creative, and you know, can you know, smart as we think we may be, they can get you when you might maybe least expect it.
Yeah, that's a very good message to leave off on. Be very careful with social engineering, with hacks, with phishing. You know, secure yourself. We personally at Rug Radio, we've done a lot of work with Ledger, so I like to refer people to Ledger, the Nano, Flex, all these products. Obviously, there's other wallets, etc. So I leave it up to you guys to pick who you want. But at the end of the day, you need to have a cold wallet. That's for sure. I know right now we've normalized crypto on your phones. I've never done crypto on my phone personally. I just hate it. I understand the speed of it. I know we've normalized all these moonshot apps, this and that, which is very good. You know, shout out to MoonPay, all these people doing it. But, you know, once the bag starts getting bigger, maybe just trim it to a cold wallet. And even with your cold wallet, be careful which transactions you sign. The difference with ETH and Sol is, I think on Sol you get drained within seconds. I think it's like even faster than on Ethereum. So so it's very dangerous. All right, well, listen, Ron, thank you for coming. Shout out to you for being here. Stay with us though, because we're about to do a giveaway, and I feel like you're gonna be our lucky charm today.
All right.
Do you want to stay with us for a second?
Yeah, I have a few more minutes. That's great.
All right, fuck it. Let's go. Run it up, Sims. Run it up, Sims. Let's bring this on. Let's see who's gonna win today. Raffleball.xyz. A reminder: we do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ron, we do a $5,000 loot box spin every day. You can win either Rec Guy worth $2,000 or CryptoPunk worth $140,000.
Wow.
And we've given away 2 punks so far. So.
Oh wow.
Oh hell yeah, brother. Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see, baby. Come on. All right. What?
He might be the luckiest man in the world. But
this guy is the luckiest guy.
Pretty sure that's his third win. However, it is like a long time since he last won, and the rules say he goes for it.
Wow, Chopkins, congratulations.
Yeah.
Chopkins,
Congrats.
get on the stage. Get on the stage, baby, because you win. You get to get a loot box spin. Wow. So just so you guys know, Chopkins is one of the 2 people that actually won a CryptoPunk a few months ago. And you know, and then he won again. We barred his last win. We didn't let him win. So we have a rule that you can't win within 4 weeks after winning. So 3 weeks after he had won. So we, you know, respectfully booted him from winning the thing. And now he wins. So, hey, it's fair and square, guys. We have the picker. Chopkins, what up?
How's it going, man? I don't know what's going on. I am way too lucky.
brother. Whatever it is after this show or during this weekend, I don't know what you got going on. Just go and do a good deed, because you're like the luckiest man I've ever met. There is like thousands of people entering this, and you got it 3 times.
I can't believe this. Honestly, this is incredible.
And people are asking for new rules. I can't keep making new rules. After Topkins, I created a rule saying 1 month, no wins. You got blacklisted. We kicked you out of the stage for winning again. Okay, well, look, it looks like he's about to win a punk, guys. I promise you I have no ties to this MFer. I think I've met you maybe once in my life. Did we meet at a conference? Maybe not. Oh, this is insane. All right, guys. Well, Ron.
Yeah.
Let's bless this microphone. Let's go, Chopkins, baby. Come on.
Be pumped.
Well, it's a red guy. Okay. You win a red guy. Congratulations, Chopkins. You win $1,500 on the show today.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. You guys are the best.
All right, you're the best. We'll get this to you guys. Yo, can you imagine the scenes if this was a punk win, Tyler?
I wasn't ready for it, if I'm being totally honest.
There's part of me that's kind of happy you didn't, just because of the fun.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but this kind of
Ron, but with Chop up there.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. All right, well, Ron, thank you for coming today.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was nice to meet you. Okay, and I'll talk to you again. Thank you.
Yeah, see you, Ron. All right, Tyler, you got underexposed in 50 minutes. Can't wait to tune into that with Jeeves, Peter, and Deez, and all the folks. I feel like you guys got to talk about a lot of good stuff today. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.